Coming up, I'm going to be talking about Hawkeye plus what's new on Disney Plus today. But before we get into any of that, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's On at DisneyPlus.com. It's Friday, it's time to jump into some of today's big Disney Plus news. So obviously with it being a Friday, that means we have got some new content arriving on Disney Plus around the world. Unfortunately, there wasn't a huge amount in terms of originals. There was just like nothing. We're really starting to see that shift now to everything kind of dropping onto that Wednesday. But there were still a few interesting things. In the United States, there were 2 new documentaries, including Lost Cities with Albert Lin, The Great Flood, along with Megacity of the Mayan Warrior King. While in Australia, they got Hot Tub Time Machine, and they got Generation YouTube. Generation YouTube was also added onto Disney Plus in the United Kingdom as well. Speaking of the United Kingdom, they also got some other content, including the return of the Clouded Leopards documentary, Scary Movie 4, What Lies Beneath, Clan of the Meerkats, and The Hurricane. And Canada didn't get anything. That was really strange. So they got nothing, which is really odd. I really wish in some ways that there was a little bit more of these like Disney Plus originals kind of spreading out, especially with like some of the star content. You know, maybe some of those like other shows could be spread out a bit, because there's quite a lot dropping internationally now on Wednesdays with all the added animation and other bits and pieces. So hopefully they will start looking into this a little bit more. But yeah, definitely Fridays now very different than it used to be. But let me know what you're going to be watching over the weekend. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Big news really was yesterday. Disney announced that 2 episodes of Marvel Studios' Hawkeye are going to be dropping on Wednesday the 24th of November. They're going to be doing a similar thing that they've done with many other Disney Plus originals, where they drop those first 2 episodes to kind of get you in, get you tasted, going, and just enjoying it. So I think this is great, especially with the Thanksgiving weekend for those in the United States. Just plenty of time then to catch up on it. I think this definitely just plays into the idea of really getting people into that series rather than just that one series. We saw it with WandaVision. We've seen it with many others like the Mysterious Benedict Society, and I think that's probably a great way of them carrying on. We got a new kind of trailer as well. Most of it was pretty much on what we've seen before, but really just building on the excitement of Hawkeye. Interesting thing as well with them shifting 2 episodes on the same day. It now means that the Book of Boba Fett gets that entire day of December the 29th to itself. Is not sharing it with the finale, which I thought was going to be a little bit odd if they did that, because you know, you're going to have a big ending and then you're going to have a brand new series. So I think definitely having them spread out is a good thing. It just means then that we've got at least, you know, a couple of months there with Hawkeye and the Book of Boba Fett to kind of keep us rolling over with new content. But if you're looking forward to Hawkeye, let me know in the comments below. Also got a quick update on Hocus Pocus 2, which is currently filming right now for a release on Disney Plus in 2022. This brand new Disney Plus original film is about 3 young women who accidentally bring the Sanderson sisters back to modern day Salem and must figure out how to stop the children-hungry witches from wreaking a new kind of havoc in the world. According to the Diz Insider, Taylor Henderson will be playing one of the 3 major leads, and obviously the main 3 actresses are going to be returning for the film as well. But let me know what you think of Hocus Pocus 2 coming soon to Disney Plus. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and obviously as well, the original film is available right now on Disney Plus to watch. If you were like me and you enjoyed Art Attack when you were a kid, good news, Disney is currently filming 2 brand new series down in Buenos Aires, Argentina for Disney Plus in Latin America. They're filming them in Spanish and another one in Portuguese, and there's going to be 12 22-minute episodes, and it's all set up with a big new studio, and they've got influencers and artists all kind of competing in challenges. Looks pretty cool. Hopefully we'll see it released internationally, but let me know if you'd like to see Art Attack on Disney Plus. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. So earlier this week I asked our YouTube subscribers a question about if they would prefer to see Disney Plus originals released on Wednesdays, Fridays, or a bit more spread out, and the results were pretty unanimous. Over 50% of people preferred having the Disney Plus originals drop on the Friday, where Wednesday was actually the least popular option with 20%, whereas 29% of the people preferred them to be spread out. I think the Friday release definitely kind of fits in more with obviously the weekend, especially if you've not got school or work or anything like that. I don't mind the Wednesday, but I personally would like them a bit more spread out, especially internationally, where we're getting so many shows, where if you're getting like a dozen shows a day dropping on a Wednesday and then you get none on the Friday, it just would make a little bit more sense. I've been really enjoying the last few months of having like The Walking Dead on the Monday, Only Murders in the Building on Tuesday, then we get the new content on the Wednesday, and I'm really enjoying that whole thing. Couple of quick things here. Randy said that he prefers the existing Disney titles on the Friday with new titles on Wednesday and Monday. That way new stuff comes every few days, Star on the weekend. So he definitely prefers having something daily. Jamie went on to say, I'm kind of split because it builds up anticipation for the week with something like The Mandalorian or one of the Marvel series, and it's much easier to watch it on a Friday without worrying about homework or something the next day. At least with it on a Wednesday, I can look forward to it during the week, but ultimately I would pick Friday. Another Jamie went on to say it's much easier to watch something new on the weekend. Daniel said nothing will compare to the excitement of getting a new WandaVision episode every Friday. I hated the shift from Loki to Wednesdays. It just didn't feel right. Fridays makes the perfect end to the week. SpongeBob is awesome went on to say that the Star originals I would say Wednesday, but for the Disney Plus originals I would say Friday. So Lady Jennifer Snow said, so I like Marvel and Star Wars on Wednesdays and movies on Fridays. In my opinion, all originals outside of Marvel and Star Wars should be released either on Monday, Tuesday or Thursday. Maybe once we get some more originals, they will spread them all out. The Marvelous Sammy said, I'm homeschooled, so the whole hard to watch on Wednesdays doesn't apply to me. But I think they should have a day of the week for each thing. I like, for example, Disney titles on Mondays, Pixar titles on Tuesdays, Marvel titles on Wednesdays, National Geographic titles on Thursday, Star Wars titles on Fridays, and Star titles on Saturday. Is this a good idea, or am I just strange? Tim went on to say, I like Wednesdays better right now because I don't work on a Wednesday, but I work on a Friday. Adam went on to say that Friday because Disney Plus is mostly a teen and kid content, and people at this age have school, so they're probably not going to watch on a Wednesday, so Friday is better. While The Mandalorian 446 said they should change it to a Friday. Definitely very interesting to see how people have reacted to this. A lot more people prefer that Friday option, but obviously the data is showing that Wednesdays is working out rather nicely. I'm sure they're going to continue to change things around a little bit, but I'd love to know your thoughts on this as well in the comments below. I'm going to keep an eye out for another poll for our video on Monday. And finally, there's been a few soundtracks released today from a number of the Disney Plus original series. So if you are enjoying Just Beyond, which dropped on this past Wednesday, you can now find the album on all the digital platforms. Also, if you like Star Wars Visions, they've actually released 9 different soundtracks, so you'll find them all. So if you're on Spotify or anything like that, you want to check them out. Definitely probably want to check out that Tatooine one, because that one's got some proper music in it, which I really enjoyed. And then also, if you've been liking Why the Last Man, the album for that one has been released as well. There we go. That is a quick rundown of all of today's big Disney Plus news. If you haven't already done so, make sure you do subscribe. Tomorrow there will be a podcast with me and James. We're going to be sharing our thoughts on all of this week's Disney Plus originals, and we'll be talking about all those new shows that they announced at the Apex show earlier this week. And then on Sunday I'll be doing my live Q&A, so if you're a Patreon or a YouTube channel member, make sure you get your questions in for them. And on that note, guys, thank you very much. Have a great weekend. See you guys soon. Laters. I'd like to thank all of our Patreon and YouTube channel members for their support. You can become a member from as little as $2 a month, and you get access to our weekly Q&A and much more.